Hello folks and welcome back to another day of Civilization Week. It's, what is it, Wednesday of Civilization Week? Can you tell I'm recording all these back to back and don't actually know which part of Civilization Week it is? I've already lost count, but we are just continuing with our England save from where we got to in the last episode. So we've had our little war with Germany. We've liberated Mohenjo-Daro. We have made peace with Germany, but it's a temporary peace. Frederick still has a grumpy on with us. Saladin also has a grumpy on us and is building an army, but he's all the way up here. Let's not let him know we're looking. What are you looking at? Nothing, Saladin. Go about your business. I'm less worried about him than I was about Frederick, though, because we're friends with these guys, and these are all city-states that we're suzerain of. So we have a massive, as you can see, a massive military buffer between us and Saladin, and I'm inclined to just give him a bit of a come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. I'm almost tempted to annoy him so much that he starts a war, because I think our city-state friends will just go and start raising some of these cities and just go and attack, leaving us just to swoop in behind and go and take, I guess, Cairo is his capital, because that's the biggest one. That is an enormous city, actually. We need to keep an eye on him, especially because I think he's one of the ones spreading a religion, which we don't have. But if we look at religious victories, so... Oh, actually, he's not. He doesn't have a religion. So it's Lautaro, our friend, Lautaro, who is spreading Protestantism, and has half the world converted to his religion. And what that means is it's effectively this continent. This entire continent is following his religion now. The continent next to us that has India and Russia on is following that religion. And we haven't found whoever founded Islam, which I guess, if we look at the world map, it's going to be somewhere in this sort of area, which we are trying to explore. But every time we get out there, our boats get attacked by barbarians. And it's very sad. So... Let's get some progress. Let's start moving things forward. Because we're not at war with anybody at the moment, our priority really is to try and stretch some of these figures and get to the point where if we do have to go to war again, it doesn't cost us too much in the grand scheme of things, because I think it's very unlikely I'm going to go for a domination victory, because I'm rubbish at war. We'll do it when it's necessary, but I don't want to have to go and wipe everybody out. So as much as I need to keep a decent military to fight my battles when they happen, although look at all our friends, we might not need to, I'm kind of more focused in on making sure we continue producing culture, continue producing science, and then kind of get a feel for which one of those we're going to push more and more for as the game goes on. It looks like Saladin may be pushing science a little bit harder than we are, so maybe we are leaning towards a culture victory. But if we are, we really need to start building some wonders, which we haven't really done very much of. So I need to keep an eye out for when there's any decent wonders available. Right, can we buy a builder? We've got 256. No, we can't. We need money as well. We need everything. Right, Bradford want an aqueduct. Bradford can have an aqueduct. Who am I to deny them an aqueduct? We're not going to take a big food tile from them. So we'll stick the aqueduct just there, which is going to help with help with them not dying, that kind of thing. Aqueducts are good for not dying, I've heard. We've now got a boat around here again. So this is our problem. We get this far and then we can't go any further. Presumably because we don't have open borders with Russia, because he still doesn't really like us. And I don't really know why. We've sent him gifts and everything. I sent him a lovely present and we're still not friends. I know one shouldn't gift to receive, but all the same, I want something. I want my receipt. Right, Sheffield has the government plaza. We put it here deliberately to use its loyalty push to try and take some of these German cities by stealth. So what we want to do is do stuff that's going to give more loyalty. So which one of these is going to push us? New cities receive a free builder. Well, we're not really going to do new cities at this point, or settlers. We're going to put an audience chamber in there. And it's just all about trying to take Heidelberg by stealth, because I think once we can get one, in my experience playing with Eleanor, if you get one by stealth, then the rest kind of tumble along, and it's almost like a domino effect. You can see we are exerting loyalty pressure on both of these nearby cities, But Germany are exerting a lot more than we are. So at the moment, they both have full loyalty still. So we've got to push pretty hard to try and take them by loyalty. But push pretty hard we shall. We need to stick a governor in Leeds, actually. Because we've got, as part of... Where are we? As part of our government, we've got +2 loyalty for garrison units and another +2 loyalty for cities that have governors in. So all these border cities need to have a garrisoned unit, which Manchester doesn't have, actually. So let's send that archer back to Manchester, which I think is where it came from. But we've got a governor there. We've got garrisoned units in all of these, but we don't have a governor in Leeds. So I think what I'm going to do is... reassign one of these governors. How do you get to governors? Which one is it? I know it's one of these buttons. I think it's one of these buttons. It's that one. So the one that is in... How have we got so few of these at the moment? So Newcastle, Sheffield, Bradford. I don't think... Is Bradford a border town? No, it's not. So Bradford. The one who's in Bradford can go to Leeds. Which is... Where was he? This guy, the educator, who's in Bradford. You're going to go to Leeds. And hopefully just continue pushing loyalty at Heidelberg so that we can, like I say, take them by stealth. Be cheeky rascal monsters, which is our main game plan at the moment. Be a cheeky rascal monster. Right, we're going to lose our quadramine down here because they're attacking us from two sides. Barbarians are a total pain in my trousers. We've sent a... Oh, hello, a diplomatic envoy. Yeah, that's fine. We'll send one back then. Are we going to become friends? We'll send a delegation to you. Can we not do that yet? Is it not our turn? It is our turn. Do you want a delegation or not? Yeah, there we go. Wouldn't it be lovely if we just became the best of friends? Because then, if we could become friends with Germany, we're already friends with Lautaro, and then we could just wipe Saladin out, who's got a Grumpy on and a big military. And he could be the first of these 4 civilizations on this continent to fall. What we need to make sure we don't do is fall into the trap of just us 4 fighting amongst ourselves, while you've got Gandhi and Peter over on the other continent, with whoever the mystery civ that we haven't met yet, over there just having a lovely time. Hopefully they're at war with each other as well. Right, Manchester needs a food-based trade route because, bless them, they're hungry. So if we send them to Sheffield, it is going to help spread this religion, which isn't ideal because it's not our religion. But you know what? If we take a religious defeat, I'm just going to take that on the chin. There's no way to... We're already at a point where there's no way to defend against that other than take out Lautaro, whose religion it is, and make it our religion, which I think is a thing you can do. Let me know down in the comments. Is that a thing you can do? If we take him out, does it become our religion? Because that would be interesting. But that's a kind of a last resort type thing, I think. Right. Great merchants. So I do want money. So great merchant points would be handy. Probably more so than great scientist points at the moment. Because what I want to do is get to the point where if we have another war, rather than switching all our production to military like we had to do and dropping slightly behind in some of the other areas, I want to get to the point where we can just buy the military that we need. And we're going to take that because we wanted that last time. Just buy the military that we need and carry on going about our business with everything else. That's the plan. Right. So the Cardinal, what does he do? He is religious, not interested. This one is about builders, which is handy. We're trying to do money and we've not got the financier yet. Acquire new tiles in a city faster, +3 gold per turn for each foreign trade route passing through the city. So I'm thinking Bradford, because Bradford has trade routes passing through it. From, I think, we're going to put them in Bradford anyway. Because Bradford just lost their governor. So they get a new governor. And then I think we have 2 more governor vacancies. Or 2 more governors we can have, which we can then just plonk in maybe Birmingham and Manchester. London doesn't need a governor. We've got a governor in Brussels as well. to make sure that they behave themselves. Although they're not at the moment. We're not currently suzerain of Brussels, despite having a governor there. So what we need to do is make sure we don't lose them. So they don't have a suzerain at the moment. These city-states are a pain in the backside, but they're huge. I mean, Brussels is so big, it could probably become a nation in its own right. I know they don't, but if I was the king of Brussels, which sometimes I get called at Christmas, but if I was the king of Brussels, that's exactly what I'd be looking to do. But obviously he has no ambitions to do it. Right, Birmingham. We've just put a commercial hub in, so I'm going to stick the market in because we want money. Money, money, money is very important. In fact, on that topic, we can buy a builder finally, I think. So, builder. Just the one. And they're not necessarily going to stay in Birmingham, but we're going to get out there and do some building. I did notice while I was over here a second ago, Germany have got a settler on the move. And they need to watch themselves. If they're heading down here, fair enough. They are starting to spread out this way a little bit. If they try and get in here, they're asking for another war. And I will give them what they're asking for because I am nothing if not a generous man. Right, we need a new trader. Bradford is probably the place to do it and make sure it then becomes a foreign trade route. And I think Brussels, oh no, they want it for a Eureka. Right, let's do a trader there. So Birmingham probably don't need this builder. Who needs a builder? Newcastle, how are we doing here? Who's struggling for growth? Newcastle look like they're struggling more than anywhere else for growth. So let's send the builder to Newcastle. Let's see what we can do there. And we have met the mystery man, I think. Topkapi. I don't know what nation this is. I've not met him before. But it is an honour to meet you. We'd love to sample your hospitality. What have you got? You're the Ottoman Empire. Where are you? No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to know where you are on the map. You must be over here somewhere. That's going to be him, isn't it? So directly above India. So that is interesting. That we've got the Ottoman Empire up there. And I think they're the ones who, yeah, started Islam. So is that all of the civs found now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one more, I think. If we have a look at the score. Yeah, so there's still... So what we might have here is we've got a continent with 4 nations on. They've got a continent with 4 nations on. It's building up to be the two each continent building up a super nation. And India is settled there, which we need to keep an eye on. Because we were planning on settling on here, and now they have. They're pretty close to London. I'm almost tempted to stick something there. We might sneak a settler out, but we could end up with like 2 massive supercontinent nations attacking each other later on in the game, which is going to be interesting. Let's make friends with them. Just on that note, let's make friends with them. Let's be happy. We're friends. Yeah, so we're now friends with Russia and India. We're going to send a delegation to the Ottoman Empire. They're happy with that as well. It's only our neighbours that we're upsetting. But India have upset me a little bit there. And it's obviously been there a while. And I was so preoccupied with Germany, I didn't even notice it. But I think we need to send a settler here. But then that's going to upset both Russia and India. But I think we need a foothold on that continent. Where is the continental line? So this is Kerno land. South America's in the north, obviously. So this is actually 2 continents, this big continent that we're on. So it's effectively us and Germany in Kerno land, and then the other 2 in South America. And then this is Africa, so that would give us another continent to settle into. Okay. Do we risk upsetting them? But really, I would argue that they've upset me. But then look at his military compared to ours. We've got to keep an eye on Gandhi. Gandhi is up to something. He's very close to London and has a massive military. We need to keep friendly with that man. Yikes. Okay, who's this? This is my new buddy Peter, isn't it? What does he want? He wants some of our metal. Go for it, Pete. have at it. Make what you will. Enjoy metallic structures to your heart's content. Where are Germany sending this settler? The medieval era is about to end, so we're going to keep an eye on that. It looks like they're heading south, so I'm not bothered about that. How are we doing for era score? We need one more era score point to make sure we don't have a dark age, which should be doable in 10 turns. I'm not sure how we could do it, but you'd think it would be doable. Right, where are we? Leeds. What do Leeds want? Leeds are after a holy site. There's really no point in us having one because we've already written off religion, but an encampment in Leeds would be handy for any future wars with Germany. But I really want it this side, but we don't have the money to buy a tile. An encampment just there would be perfect as like a first line of defence. So I'm going to bear that in mind for the future. And for now, we could stick an industrial zone in, which we can put there. That's fine. We'll put that there. No real logic to it, other than the fact get zones in. I think industrial zones are one of the ones that is a speciality for this Civ as well. The Haboob dust storm is now happening somewhere near the River Trent. I don't actually know exactly where that is. There you go. We've got some era score for discovering cartography. Excellent. So that has protected us from a dark age, I believe. Yep, we're now in the normal age range. We're not going to get a golden age because we haven't got enough turns to get all those extra era score that we would need to do that. So we're not going to worry about that. At least we're not in a dark age. That's the important thing. Do we keep pushing... Do we keep pushing watery stuff? What else could be handy? Revealing niter would be handy. Yeah, we want to know where the niter is because that could affect whether we let Germany come and settle down here. If this is all niter, then we want it. Right. Who is this? Manchester. So, an encampment. Similar to what I was thinking with Leeds, but similar sort of problem. We'd want it like here. So, we won't build it just yet. Instead, we'll put a commercial hub in and we'll do it there. Next turn. We're building quite a nice little Civ. I like what's happening. I'm reassured at the moment. We've just got another 3 era score for putting a commercial hub in London. Just keeping a little eye on this. I mean, it's not going to happen, surely. Imagine if we pushed that to a golden era. That would be something a little bit smashing. Right, a campus. I don't think we have a campus anywhere. And we haven't really got ideal situation for a campus in London. We want mountains, really, for a campus. But I guess down in Manchester is where we'd want a campus. But it feels wrong not to have one in London. London's the capital. And plus, we've got a bit of a nothing tile there, so we may as well just... Did I just put a holy site? No! No! I thought I'd pressed campus. Hold on. Campus is what I wanted. No! What use is a holy site? And you can't cancel it now. Rubbish. Well, that's sad. Newcastle does have the encampment as a little first line of defence that I was talking about before. So maybe we didn't need one in Leeds because we've already got one in Newcastle. And likewise, Manchester, we probably don't need loads. Newcastle can be our sort of jumping off point for any future wars. So let's build all our military stuff there. We've got an envoy to send and we want to get Brussels back. So that's absolutely where we're sending them, because Brussels is important to us. A unit needs orders. Where have we got an archer? What is happening here? Why is my archer broken in Leeds? What's happened here? Is that the sandstorm has just decimated half this area? Where's that builder? We need to get the builder to Leeds urgently. You need to heal. Stupid sandstorm. Where is that builder? He's there. Right, you're going to Leeds now. You've got a repair job on. Go to Leeds. Choose production. Right, so where is it? Bradford needs to repair its entertainment complex. So it's smashed up Leeds and Bradford. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, Bradford. You want an international trade route. So I think we're going to head to a city-state. I think that counts. Mexico City gives us a lot of gold. In fact, let's look for gold. We want money at the moment. If we go to Delhi, we get 12 gold plus a little bit of production. St. Petersburg gives us production and culture and a little bit of religion. Plus, I think we'll go to St. Petersburg. What does Mexico City want? They want a trade route. No, we're going to go to St. Petersburg for the gold and all the other goodies. Oh, and Bradford again. They have 2. Okay. So perhaps we could send one to Mexico City because we're going to get a lot of culture as well. So yeah, Mexico City. That's fine. Bradford is bringing in the money for us now, which is awesome. And that archer is also broken because of that stupid sandstorm that came through. So once the builder's done repairing Leeds, it needs to go to Bradford as well and start repairing Bradford, which is very upsetting. The whole of Yorkshire has been destroyed by a dust storm. Who'd have thought? Right, we're going to send Liang somewhere. So builders trained in the city. Well, we trained a builder in Birmingham last time. So I guess we could... I might send them to Manchester, actually. I want all of my border places to have governors. So, yeah, go to Manchester. That's fine. We'll just try and remember to build builders in Manchester. We've got a delegation coming in from Suleiman and a delegation from Peter. That's where Germany are building a lot of little cities. Germany's getting quite big, and we need to keep an eye on that. But also... look at the military strength coming from Gandhi. We've got to keep on good terms with him. I wish we'd have put the London encampment here. It's going to be a good idea to start putting some walls around London and a few of these other places as well, I think. Because I am starting to fear what Gandhi is up to. We really need to buddy up with Peter. Because if Gandhi does attack us, we'll just ask Peter to go and attack him back. Unless they're secret best buddies. In which case, major problems. Right. What does a dam do? A dam stops flooding, doesn't it? Prevents food loss during a drought. Oh, so it doesn't actually stop flooding. So in that case, we might stick a granary in. And then some walls. We could just put some basics in. Do we want an intelligence agency? Oh, yes, spies. Spies are good. So we can use them to steal loads of money. We've got another... Oh, there you go. We can appoint our final governor, which gives us even more era score. And we can put you in... Where are we going to put you? Birmingham. Actually, no, we're building a holy site in London. We might as well put you there. You can go to London. Sorted. What unit needs orders? Archer. Sort that out. How is this builder taking so long? Right, you need to go and start fixing stuff, Mr. Builder. You go do some fixing for me. While we keep an eye on what Gandhi is up to. Oh, I'm worried. I'm worried about Gandhi. But I guess he's got to come across the sea. And theoretically, we should be better at that than he is. Right, can we not repair this? It looks... It's been pillaged. Why can't I repair it? I don't understand. Do we have to unlock something to be able to repair things? I guess we'll just do normal builder stuff then. I don't understand why we can't repair that. There probably is a reason, and I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comments what the reason is. I'm just obviously being dumb. Right, he wants open borders. We're friends with him. I'm happy for him to have open borders. Because why not? I mean, it could lead to him settling down there, but if that happens, then we'll worry about it when it happens. Right, London. We are going to start throwing some basics down in London. That being said, we could buy a settler and just stick it in here and risk upsetting them. Oh, we can't buy a settler. Settlers are stupidly expensive. So we'll bear that in mind. But for now, I am just going to start chucking some of the basics at London as a city centre. And I think we're going to do that to everybody. All the cities are going to have their city centres fancied up a little bit. Now it's so cheap and quick to do. I suppose I could have done it a little earlier, but I didn't. You saw that I didn't. Right, we'll stick a farm on there. I don't understand why we couldn't fix that. Yeah, we're going to just ancient walls, everybody. And then also do the granary and the monument if they don't already have one. And just get those basic bits in. A significant blizzard. I mean, we've just had the sandstorm and now we've got a snowstorm. Our cities are being decimated by natural nonsense, we'll call it. Natural disasters. That's the word. I knew there was a proper word. Imagine if it was actually called natural nonsense and that's what you heard in the news. It would those news stories would have a whole different look on them, wouldn't they? Right, so we have managed to get a normal era, which is good. We can make a dedication, so 1 era score every time we do a new district. We've just kind of upgraded all our districts. 1 era score, no, we haven't got a religion. Gain 3 era score every time we discover a new continent or natural wonder. Now, we do have boats going around the world, but are we likely to find any more continents each time you successfully complete a trade route? We do have a lot of trade routes on the go, so we're going to do that one. Just because I don't think we're going to discover a lot more in the way of continents. Right, Bradford gets the ancient walls. We are keeping an eye on money because I do want to stick a settler and just stick another city in there somewhere. Right, World Congress. Can we start doing diplomatic victory points yet? We can't. We do still have loads more diplomatic favour than everybody else because of the suzerains. 100% production towards buildings in this district. Right, we're upgrading city centres, so we want to do that. We've already decided we're upgrading city centres. Let's make it easy to do. Select an out. So the chosen player receives 100% more grievances. I don't care about this one. Frederick can have more grievances. Actually, no. Saladin is the one I'm most worried about. So make him generate more grievances. And submit that. I mean, we're not going to win the Saladin one unless other people are upset with him. Other people are upset with him, clearly. But we have both things. One, which is excellent. We just got an era score point as well, which I'm not really sure what for. We've unlocked Merchant Republic. Plus 10 gold in all cities with an established governor. That looks good. But then we get more housing with walls and we're just adding walls. What is influence points? Plus 15% towards production towards districts. I think I'm going to switch to a Merchant Republic. And we're going to keep those loyalty ones in, but now we can add more economic policies. Economic policies are good. So, established governors with at least we haven't got any with promotions at the moment. 15% faster growth and 3 loyalty per turn for cities not on your original capital. We don't have any of those, I don't think. 100% industrial zone adjacent. Right, the adjacency bonus stuff is good. 100%. Right. We're going to have the harbour adjacency bonus for London because we've got that commercial zone next to a harbour, so that's going to give us bonus there. And I think we've got a couple of commercial hubs, so we'll take that one as well. And then for our wildcard stuff, which I know I can put non-wildcard things down there, but in fact, I say but, I might actually just stick that one down there and just try and get loads of adjacency bonuses out of all of this stuff we've been building and really start to push ahead with the culture, which we are doing. We're keeping pace with science, but we're really pushing ahead for culture. So I'm thinking, I mean, it might be a little bit early. We're not even on turn 200 yet. So it is a touch early, but I am thinking tentatively that we're going to go for a cultural victory. So we're going to get some gunpowder to celebrate, because why not? And then for civics, let's actually try and do something relevant to what I just said. Tourism effects. We want something. I mean, that is nationalism. No, opera and ballet. We'll go for that, because that's going to help us with the cultural victory that we've now decided we're going for. We're going to continue upgrading all of the city centres. Leeds, we still can't repair this pillage tile, and I do not understand why. I am going to need your help with that. Obviously, I'm recording these videos in advance, so it's not going to help me with this game. I'll either figure it out for myself or I won't. I'm not going to give anyone diplomatic favour. They can do one trying to get that out of me. It's important being able to win those things. But it will help me for future games to understand why I couldn't repair that pillage tile. So let me know down in the comments why that was. And I think we will wrap this episode up there. If you are enjoying the series so far, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it, just to let me know you are enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the rest of the series, plus all the Football Manager stuff as well. And thank you very much for watching.